Hello, this is Geoff Walker with In-Depth Studies. Today we're looking at the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 19, verses 8 and 9. This is that somewhat controversial passage regarding divorce and remarriage. Verse 8, Jesus replied, "Moses permitted you to divorce your wives because your hearts were hard, but it was not this way from the beginning. I tell you that anyone who divorces his wife except for sexual immorality and marries another woman commits adultery." Now, this is not the Mosaic law. This is Jesus coming as a new lawgiver, taking law on divorce and remarriage to a higher level than existed under the Mosaic law. Because in the Mosaic law, of course, if you commit adultery, you get stoned to death. And Deuteronomy 24, 1-4 says that if you find something displeasing in your wife, you can give her a certificate of divorce and just send her away. But here it says, first it says, Moses permitted you to divorce your wives because your hearts were hard. And I think that's because Israel, he's speaking to Israel in this context, that they were unbelieving. And therefore, obviously, they had hard hearts. And then he says, but it was not this way from the beginning. So what, in effect, what is going on is, in the beginning, from the garden on, that marriage was viewed as for life. And then when you get to the Mosaic law, the law regarding divorce remarriage is lowered, and now Jesus is raising it back up again under the law of Christ. So he says this, anyone who divorces his wife except for sexual immorality, so that's at least from Matthew 19, that's the one exception. And if you marry another person, marry another woman, you commit adultery, because divorce for anything other than sexual immorality is sinful. And therefore, if you marry another person, the idea is that you are not free to marry another person. So you are entering into an unlawful relationship. You're committing adultery. But if you do divorce someone for sexual immorality and you marry someone, you are not committing adultery, because you are biblically free to remarry. So if this has been helpful, you might want to check out Geoff's thoughts on youtube.com, and you can subscribe there. So thank you very much. Bye-bye.